and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. On your screens right now in front of you guys is a list that was generated by social media and so many like source media outlets. Basically, this list was conjured up to predict the most anticipated 2021 movie sequels. So the following list contains Fast 9, Matrix 4, Jurassic World Domino, Venom 2, Space Jam 2, Spider Man 3, Fantastic Beasts 3, Mission Impossible 7, Avatar 2, and Sherlock Holmes 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these dates, the reason why I did not read them out is because you guys know that we were in quarantine and all of the big movie and Hollywood productions and, corporate businesses, everything was pretty much shut down and everybody had to stop working on their movies and everything like that. So, while these dates are actually attached to this picture, things can still change during the making of this video and by time it uploads. So, I would say don't get too excited about anything on this list. The only thing I could say maybe is a legit finished work in progress would be Space Jam 2. Venom 2, this is probably the most anticipated here on the list because a lot of people are super excited for the possibility of introducing Venom into the MCU, which stands for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which means if Venom is allowed to cross over, he can possibly cross over with our Spider Man, introducing those two to the what is now known as the Spider Verse. You know what I'm saying? So that can open up so many possibilities, and then there is also a infinite amount of possibilities with the Spider-Man 3 movie as well, because sources are saying that there is a chance that Tom Hardy might cameo inside of one of these upcoming Spider-Man films. And then there are sources saying that, right now, still Spider Man is not supposed to be, introducing Venom and they're not supposed to be crossing over, et cetera, et cetera. But they are introducing the Spider Verse because they have talks about Andrew Garfield returning and also Tobey Maguire returning back to reprise their roles as Peter Parker, aka Spider Man. Now, the two actors that I just listed, they both have played Spider Man, and the doors it's still open for them. They haven't came out on social media and said anything about not returning to reprise their roles, so they can actually just come up to them and see how they feel about the situation. Now, I think introducing the Spider Verse, it would be awesome, to see a live action adaptation of it, because we have only gotten the animation part where we were able to explore the Spider Verse and see different versions of Spider Man, such as Spider Noir. We've seen Spider Man 2099. We've seen Spider Pig. And we've seen Miles Morales, and then we've seen the older version of Peter Parker. So it was pretty interesting watching that animation. But as I said, for me, I think the most anticipated film on here would have to be Venom 2, and maybe Mission Impossible, because a lot of people sleep on the fact that Mission Impossible movies, all of the movies that came out, they were just outstanding. And Tom Cruise himself, he is just an endless actor. You know what I'm saying? He is aging, but he is still bringing in those box office numbers. And the fact that he does his own stunts and he can still do it at a high level of age, it's freaking incredible, bro. So just imagine, what this last movie, or possibly the last movie, what this could, do for, just the people that slept on him and people that sleep on the movie itself, because Mission Impossible is very interesting. Matrix 4, it's pretty good, now, I'm not saying that I've seen it, but I'm just saying like the thought of it is pretty good to see Keanu Reeves return back to that character that, brought, such epicness into everyone's lives, watching it growing up and everything like that, just to see him reprise that role and put out a fourth movie. This is amazing, but at the same time, it's been a long time since we all seen The Matrix and everything like that. So I don't know what to expect seeing this film. I'm just waiting for his announcement into the MCU, whatever character he's going to be. That's what I'm waiting for. Fast Nine will be enjoyable, but I don't think there are too many fans that are, pretty much on board with this, series that continues to put out movies because of the passing of, a fellow actor. You guys remember, I'm trying not to talk about it because the emotional factor will kick in, and I don't want to get into that during this video, but you guys know who he is, and suffering that great loss to a family member and also one of the stars of the franchise, it really hurts, and then just seeing all these movies and not seeing him, it's not the same feeling anymore. Although they are bringing back a couple of familiar faces and stuff, but I don't know if this will be part of the most anticipated films of 2021. Fantastic Beasts, great, interesting first movie. I did not watch the second one, and I'm not sure if I'm going to watch the third one either. I'm just being honest. Sherlock Holmes, never was a fan of the book, nor have I watched any of the movies, but Robert Downing Jr. and this other person that he stars along with in this movie, they have great on screen chemistry. So that might be something worth watching, but I don't know if everybody is a huge fan of that movie. Avatar 1 was good. There was a lot of confusion because people were thinking of, Aang and Katara and Prince Zuko, that sort of Avatar. But this movie itself was actually a different type of Avatar. We had blue people running around and, doing all sorts of things and stuff like that. The movie itself was pretty good, the first one. I'm not too sure about how the second one would do, just putting it in this class with all of these movies up here. I don't know if it'll stand a chance. Space Jam 2, this is definitely something that everybody has been waiting for. LeBron James himself been promoting super heavy. A lot of people are behind this movement and they want to know exactly who the cast members are and will all the Looney Tunes be, present in this film because this is going to be possibly the final film for Space Jam. So that's going to be interesting. And LeBron has a great team of, actual sports athletes who will be starring in this movie alongside of him. So that's going to be interesting. Jurassic World. This franchise, this series of movies and stuff like that, it's going to be one of those that, those memories that are just going to always be stuck in your head forever, seeing that gigantic dinosaur or these little raptors running around and everything like that, terrorizing the place and, eating humans and stuff like that. So this is always a great, enjoyable film to watch. Um, but a fourth installment, I don't know how well it will do. Just being honest, there, dinosaurs and everything like that. Just seeing how maybe a futuristic look of how they can, input dinosaurs into the world that we live in now is going to be interesting to see, but also will it be a bit too much? That's probably the question a lot of people are, wondering. Is CGI going to be a problem? How good is it going to look? And what type of story are they going to, pretty much conjure up in this film? So yeah, I talked about all of these movies here. If you guys agree with me, you can hit that thumbs up button. If you disagree and you want to share your own opinions, you can do that in the comment section as well. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.